Hillary Clinton will be president and I won't have to wear a bra anymore. I remember thinking as I walked my dog one hot summer Albuquerque day of 2016. And then fall came, November, and election night. I went to sleep that night despondent, heartbroken. It felt like my own country didn't love me. That bra got even tighter. It's been pinching every nerve ever since. The Women's March was a little bit of relief. I drove 3 straight days there, marched with millions, exchanging hopeful looks trepidatiously, and drove 3 straight days back, tuning the radio dial, listening to the news for the first time because I wanted to hear our chants broadcast to the world. It was the biggest march in history, they said. And then nothing happened. I went to every protest, wrote to my public officials, even showed up at their offices, posted public graffiti and banners around town. And still, nothing happened. He was there, grinning, golden, in the White House, taunting every one of us that marched that overcast January day in Washington. It's hard to explain, but I bet many of you kind of know what it feels like. Women, I guess maybe American women, because that's what I know best, are usually sort of conditioned more to sadness than to anger. But I had, and still have, a lot of anger that I didn't know what to do with. So, when I saw it advertised that Pussy Riot was coming to town to do a show, my first knee-jerk reaction was to buy tickets. I didn't really know their music. I can barely even say their name. But I knew they were a feminist Russian punk rock group and that they had been arrested multiple times, protesting the authoritarian regime and a sexist system. You can imagine, I felt, a connection. So I bought 2 tickets because usually people don't go to concerts alone. And I asked around town, but I couldn't find anyone to go with me. I don't know. I guess people in their late 40s don't usually go to punk rock concerts on a Thursday night. Go figure. But, nevertheless, I persisted, right? I had actually, watched a lot of their videos and became a real fan in the sort of interim. So I decided, fuck it, I'm going to go alone. The concert, it was on a beautiful March night, not very far from St. Patrick's Day. I got my scooter all ready and planned a whole night of #resistance. I had a banner painted with impeach on it, made out of a bed sheet, and it had under impeach a big shamrock to celebrate the season. I folded it up and put it in the milk crate on the back of my scooter. And then I drove down Central Avenue, mountains behind me, sunset in front of me, to the historic Chemo Theater downtown. Rosy glow of the sunset lit up all the revelers, couples, and the line of people outside of the theater. I pulled up on my sweet 50cc ride and parked right at the door of the theater. The concert started kind of unusual. An burly, strong, kind of Russian man came out in front of the curtain to make an announcement. Pussy Riot loves audience participation. If you feel inspired to dance or protest, feel free. Have fun. Thank you. Well, that was the perfect announcement for my mood. I hopped up out of my seat and ran down to my scooter and got my banner, which I had planned for later. But I took the stairs back in 2 steps at a time, and the theater was pitch dark as Pussy Riot took the stage. I took my banner and I ran it along the balcony railing and I tied the ends. And just as the lights came on, I let it go and the flag unfurled over the audience on the main floor, facing the stage. Pussy Riot began, and I looked around a little nervous, expecting to see security. And I waited, heart beating. I noticed a guy right in the seat right there, kind of frowning at me. I was out of breath, nervous, and he reached for the edge of my banner. I figured, oh well, maybe I had taken it too far yet again. The end of part 1.
Okay, good.